They made the blind veteran eat outside in the rain. Dogs belong outside, even fake service dogs, the manager smirked. Other customers took photos mocking him. The veteran's phone rang, speaker on by accident. "Dad, I'm 5 minutes away for our lunch." The manager froze. That voice was Rachel Williams, the food critic who could destroy any restaurant with one review. Hey, welcome to Silent Courage Stories. Before we jump into this powerful story about respect, justice, and hidden heroes, drop a comment and tell us what city you're watching from. And hey, if you think stories like this should never be forgotten, hit that subscribe button and help us keep their memory alive. Le Bernardin Rouge, Manhattan, New York. Friday lunchtime, 1 p.m. Rain had started. The luxury restaurant was full, no tables without reservation. Colonel James Williams, 68 years old, blind, stood at the entrance. Beside him, Max, 5-year-old golden retriever service dog, wearing "Service Dog, Do Not Pet" vest, Vietnam veteran badges. James, 1971, Vietnam, Siege of Khe Sanh, phosphorus bomb, lost his eyes but saved 12 soldiers, Silver Star, Bronze Star, Purple Heart, all sitting at home now. The hostess, Brittany Cole, 24 years old, aspiring Instagram influencer, wrinkled her face. "Sorry, no animals allowed." "This is a service dog," said James in calm voice. "I have legal right." "Yes, sure," Brittany laughed. "Everyone says that. Fake certificates online for $50. Manager Antonio Rossi, 42 years old, approached. Italian, thought himself New York's best restaurateur. "What's the problem?" "He wants to enter with a dog," said Brittany. Antonio looked at James. Old jeans, raincoat, white cane, then at Maximum. Spotless, trained, sitting motionless. "Dog can't enter." "Federal law," James started. "I know the law, but this isn't a real service dog. Too clean, too well groomed. Real blind people can't maintain dogs like this." James's hands trembled. "I am blind. This is my guide dog. Prove it." "I don't have to prove it. A DA law." Antonio grabbed Max's harness. "Out!" Max didn't move. Per his training, wouldn't move without James's command. "See," said Antonio. "Fake. Real guide dog would follow owner." Customers were watching. Some laughed. A woman, Susan Meyer, loudly, "Finally, I'm sick of these fake service dogs." Another, Todd Franklin, "Bravo, Antonio. Maintain standards." Antonio physically pushed James. James lost balance, hit a table. Glasses fell. "Fine," said Antonio. "Since you want to eat with your dog, eat outside. That's where dogs belong." Waiter Tommy, 19 years old, rookie, looked regretfully but couldn't speak up. Antonio snapped fingers. "Tommy? Your name? James Williams?" "Serve Mr. Williams outside, in the rain. Dogs love getting wet." Customers applauded. Someone was filming. "This will go viral," they shouted. "Blind guy eating in rain." James held Max's harness. "Forward, Max." Max guided him outside. Small table on sidewalk, uncovered, rain falling. James sat. Max lay beside him, trying to shield him from rain. Tommy came out with umbrella. "Sir, I'm so sorry. This is wrong." "Do your job, son. No problem. But the rain, you'll get cold. Saw worse in Vietnam." Tommy brought menu, started reading aloud. James stopped him. "Just soup, please, and water for Max." Laughter from inside, someone at window filming. "Look, blind guy eating with dog in rain. So funny." James's phone rang. Accidentally hit speaker. Old hands, wet screen. "Dad? It's Rachel. 5 minutes away. Wanted to surprise you but stuck in traffic." Antonio's face went white. That voice, that name. Rachel Williams, New York Times chief food critic, Michelin guide editor, Food Network show. Could destroy restaurant with one article. "Rachel," said James. "I'm here, honey," at Le Bernardin Rouge. "I know Dad. Reserved months ago. It's your birthday." "Oh, yes, but small problem. I'm outside." "Outside? Why?" "They wouldn't let Max in. We're in the rain." Silence. Then Rachel's voice, ice cold. "What did you say?" "It's okay, sweetie. I'm used to it." "What's my father's name?" Rachel was shouting now. James Williams, no dad. What name on reservation? Your name, Rachel Williams. Silence on phone. Then engine sound, accelerating car. 2 minutes, Dad. Don't move. Line went dead. Antonio was shaking. Rachel Williams, that's her father. Brittany dropped her phone. Oh God, Rachel Williams' father. The New York Times, Rachel Williams. Customers started whispering, Rachel Williams? The one who closed Chez Laurent last month? Who drove 3 Michelin star chefs to suicide with 1 bad review? Antonio ran outside. Mr. Williams, please, come inside. There was misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? James calm. You pushed me, attacked Max. I apologize, please, best table ready. With my dog. Of course, Max welcome, please. James didn't get up. I prefer eating in the rain. Black Tesla stopped abruptly. Rachel Williams got out. 42 years old, sharp features, Prada suit, cameraman behind for live broadcast. Dad! Ran, hugged James. He was soaked. Honey, I'm fine. Rachel turned, anger in eyes, looked at Antonio. You sat my father in the rain? Ms. Williams, Shut up! Pulled out phone. New York Times? Rachel here, want live broadcast. Yes, now. Camera opened. Live broadcast started. New York Times followers, I'm Rachel Williams, reporting from Le Bernardin Rouge. My father, Colonel James Williams, Vietnam veteran, blind, Medal of Honor recipient, was just forced to eat in the rain with his service dog, Max. Antonio looked ready to collapse. Rachel continued. My father lost his eyes at Khe Sanh, saving 12 soldiers, and this restaurant, turned camera, fed him like a dog outside. Tommy stepped forward. I'm also witness. I filmed, recorded everything, showed his phone. Antonio pushing James. Dogs should eat outside words. Customers applauding. Rachel took video, shared it. Here's proof. In 5 minutes, video had million views. Hashtag boycott Le Bernardin Rouge trending. Customers started leaving. Disgusting. Never coming back. Disrespect to veterans. Susan Meyer, woman who just applauded now. I'm shocked. Antonio always loved veterans. Right, Antonio? Antonio stammered. I didn't know. Didn't know what? Rachel shouted. That he's blind? That it's service dog? That he's human? James stood up. Rachel, honey, calm down. No, Dad. You've been living this for years. Enough. Another car arrived. Michelin guide editor, Francois Dubois. Rachel, got your message. Mon Dieu, James, you're soaked. Hello, Francois. Antonio. Francois turned. You had 3 stars. HAD, no more. No, please. This treatment to a veteran, Rachel's father? Over Antonio. Career over. Police cars arrived. Someone called 911. Police Chief Michael O'Brien got out. Got discrimination report, federal crime. I'm witness too. Tommy jumped forward. They violated ADA law, intentionally. Also, said another voice, elderly man. I'm Senator Patrick Murphy. Came here for lunch, saw everything. Assault, insult, discrimination. Senate will hear about this. Antonio fell to his knees. Please, I apologize, James called to Max. Max, come. Max approached Antonio, smelled him, recorded in memory, as threat. Max will remember you, said James. Guide dogs don't forget. Rachel continued live broadcast. Dear followers, my father lives with this daily. Not allowed in restaurants, stores, taxis because of service dog, because he's blind, because he's veteran. Comments started flowing. Boycott Le Bernardin Rouge. Arrest Antonio Rossi. Disrespect to hero veteran. Another car. Food Network CEO Linda Harrison. Rachel, want special program. Dark side of restaurants. With your father. Okay, James interrupted. No. Dad? Don't want fight. Just wanted to eat my meal. With my daughter. Rachel started crying. Dad, it's your birthday. Wanted to surprise you. Best restaurant. You're here. That's enough. Tommy stepped forward. Mr. Williams, you can use our kitchen. I'll cook. Free. Lifetime. Who are you, son? I'm waiter. but actually chef. Was going to start in kitchen. Antonio didn't allow. Francois Dubois, young man, start at my restaurant tomorrow. As sous chef? Really? You did right thing. Should be rewarded. Antonio still on knees crying. Brittany tried to sneak away. Rachel saw. Stop! You're guilty too, said fake service dog. Brittany started crying. Will I lose my job? Job? Your career will end. Can forget Instagram too. You're viral. But bad way. Indeed, hashtag Brittany the hostess from hell was trending. James finally spoke. Enough. Everyone quiet. Silence. Antonio, get up. Antonio stood. Lost my eyes in Vietnam, but learned to see inside people. You're a coward. Attack the weak. Sorry, but giving second chance, one condition. Anything. Train all your employees about service dogs. Volunteer monthly at Blind Association. Accepted. And apologize to Max. Antonio turned to Max. I'm sorry, Max. Max wagged tail. Had forgiven. Rachel. Dad, you're too soft. No, honey, I'm merciful. That's the difference. That evening, Rachel and James ate at another restaurant. Simple place. That loved Max. Dad, why didn't you ever tell how they treat you? Pride, Rachel. And didn't want to use because you became famous. But it's unfair. Life is unfair, but we can be fair. Next day, queue in front of Le Bernardin Rouge, but not to enter, to protest. Veterans, hundreds of veterans, with service dogs. Signs, service dogs are heroes. Respect veterans. Antonio Rossi, shame. Antonio watched from window. Restaurant empty. No one coming. A month later, Le Bernardin Rouge closed. Antonio now operates food truck. Veterans eat free, written on it, gives free meal to at least one veteran daily. I learned lesson, he says. Late, but learned. Brittany? She changed too. Now volunteers at Guide Dog Training Center. Max changed me, she says. A dog can be nobler than human. Tommy? Now head chef at Francois' restaurant. Got Michelin star. James Williams changed my life. Taught me to stand for right. And James goes for walks with Max daily, sometimes enters restaurants, tests them, most respectful now, but occasionally, sorry, dogs can't enter. James smiles, takes out phone. Rachel, Dad, found another one, and cycle continues, until no veteran, no disabled person, no service dog has to eat in rain, left outside, seen as human, because sometimes blind man sees better than everyone, dog more loyal than human, and food critic serves justice. Years later, James Williams Act passed Congress. Stricter penalties for service dog discrimination, mandatory training for all restaurant staff. Rachel wrote bestseller, My Father's Eyes, How a Blind Veteran Opened America's Eyes. All proceeds to service dog training. At book launch, James spoke, I lost my sight-saving soldiers, but gained insight into humanity. Some people see eyes and assume blindness. Others see hearts and recognize courage. Max, now retired, sat beside him. Gray muzzle but still proud. Young successor guide dog, Max Jr., working. Antonio attended. Now successful advocate for disability rights. Mr. Williams forgave me when I didn't deserve it. That mercy changed me. From ignorant to informed. From cruel to kind. Brittany, now certified service dog trainer. I mocked what I didn't understand. Now I teach others to see what I was blind to. Dignity, courage, partnership between human and dog. Tommy, celebrity chef, named Restaurant Max's Place. Every table welcomes service dogs. Every meal honors veterans. Every day remembers rain. Francois Dubois announced new Michelin standard. Restaurants discriminating against service dogs automatically lose stars. Excellence includes humanity. Senator Murphy passed legislation. Williams-Max Act, federal crime to deny service dog access, minimum $50,000 fine. But most important change wasn't legal, it was cultural. Children grew up learning Max's story. Schools taught about service dogs. Veterans were honored, not hidden. Rachel's final broadcast about her father, he fought for our freedom in Vietnam, lost his sight for it, then fought for dignity at home, won that too, not with violence, with patience, not with hatred, with grace. James Williams died peacefully at 78. Max had passed 2 years earlier. At funeral, thousands came. Veterans with service dogs, restaurant workers, strangers whose lives he'd touched. Rachel spoke. My father saw more blind than most see with eyes. He saw potential for change, for growth, for redemption. He gave Antonio second chance when I wanted revenge. That mercy multiplied into movement. Antonio, now old, cried, I was the villain who became advocate because Hero forgave me. Every veteran I help, every dog I welcome, honors man I once humiliated. Tommy holding Michelin stars. Success means nothing without conscience. James Williams gave me both. Brittany with her service dogs. He taught me animals can be angels. Blind can lead sighted. Forgiveness can transform ignorance. The Le Bernardin Rouge building now houses National Service Dog Training Center, plaque entrance. Where once a hero was denied entry, now heroes are trained. Where once rain fell on injustice, now sunshine of acceptance shines. James Williams and Max. They open doors by being shut out. And in heaven, perhaps, James sees again. Sees Max beside him, sees all the doors they opened, all the hearts they changed, all the rain that became rainbows, because sometimes the blind must lead, the dog must teach, and the critic must become advocate for justice, for dignity, for the simple right to eat inside like humans, with their heroes, their guides, their dogs,